A warm greeting. Today is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia. At the time of recording this video, it is 11:30 a.m. local time in the northeastern Caribbean, where Tropical Storm Ernesto has already entered Caribbean waters. The center of circulation of Tropical Storm Ernesto has just crossed over the island of Guadeloupe and has finally begun to take a more west-northwest turn, which will bring the center of circulation over the island of St. Croix and near the island of Culebra and the Virgin Islands. Therefore, weather conditions will continue to deteriorate in the islands north of the Lesser Antilles and later tonight, Tuesday, for the region of Puerto Rico. A Hurricane Hunter aircraft is investigating the system and found that it has developed a better structure near the center of circulation, and it is now projected that it could pass over the Virgin Islands as a strong tropical storm, or perhaps as a Category 1 hurricane, if it manages to strengthen a little more than anticipated. This has led to the issuance of a hurricane watch for the islands of Culebra and Vieques and the Virgin Islands, so it is important that these areas also prepare for a possible Category 1 hurricane. In the visible satellite image, we can see that finally the structure of Tropical Storm Ernesto has consolidated, and this cyclone seems ready to begin a strengthening process as it moves northwest. It is expected to become a hurricane when it is located north of Puerto Rico, and no changes have occurred in the trajectory. It continues to be projected that it will pass near or over the island of Culebra and just east of the main island of Puerto Rico. However, some tropical storm effects will be felt across Puerto Rico, mainly heavy rains with excessive rainfall accumulations and some tropical storm-force wind gusts that will affect the eastern half of Puerto Rico, especially Vieques and Culebra. In the infrared satellite image, we can see the area of intense convection that has developed over the center of circulation, which is why it is no longer ruled out that it could arrive as a Category 1 hurricane in the Virgin Islands. Here you can see that during this morning, the center of circulation has gradually gained latitude, which is why it has begun to take that turn towards the west-northwest. Thus, the forecast trajectory remains as you can see in the next image, projecting that it would pass about 30 miles east of the main island of Puerto Rico and very close to or over the island of Culebra and the British and American Virgin Islands. Also, note that the strongest winds remain on the right side or towards the northeast quadrant of the circulation, so a trajectory over the Virgin Islands would leave the strongest winds affecting this region and over the Atlantic waters without directly impacting Puerto Rico. This is with the exception of Vieques and Culebra, where some sustained tropical storm-force winds may be recorded. In the following animation, see the projection of wind gusts in orange. We can see the tropical storm-force wind gusts that may affect the eastern half of Puerto Rico, especially during the morning and afternoon hours on Wednesday, with the strongest winds affecting Vieques, Culebra, and the Virgin Islands. If the scenario where it strengthens into a hurricane occurs, also note that hurricane-force winds will likely affect the Virgin Islands but would stay away from Puerto Rico. And although the Virgin Islands, Vieques, and Culebra should prepare for the effects of perhaps a Category 1 hurricane, the rest of Puerto Rico should prepare for a significant rainfall event. The latest estimates continue to project between 3 to 6 inches of widespread rain across the entire island, but we are particularly concerned about the eastern half of the island, where rainfall totals could exceed 8 inches. The rain will begin to affect Puerto Rico during the night of today, Tuesday, throughout Wednesday, and Thursday morning. Well, that's all for the forecast update according to the 11 a.m. bulletin. Later in the afternoon, I will record a new video to discuss the 5 p.m. bulletin. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go to the bottom of the video to the red button that says subscribe, click it, and then click the bell so that you receive notifications when I record new videos.